October 13th. The great detective was back today. I glimpsed him only briefly from a hedgerow where I was burying something. He didn't see me. Later, Greymalk told me that he had visited Owen's place. Owen and Cheater were out, and he'd looked about some and discovered the wicker baskets. His assistant injured his wrist, she said, having been sent up the ladder into the oak to test the strength of some branches where he had fallen. Fortunately, he landed on a heap of mistletoe, or it might have been worse. That evening, I heard a scraping at an upstairs window while I was making my rounds. I went to it and peered out. At first, I saw nothing. Then I realized there was a small form darting back and forth. "Snuff! Let me in! Help!" it cried. It was Needle. "I know better than to invite you guys inside," I said. "That's just the boss. I'm just a bat. I don't even like tomato juice. Please?" "What's wrong?" I heard a loud thunk from the other side of the wall. "It's the vicar. He's wigged out. Let me in." I undid the latch with my paw and pushed. It opened a few inches and he was inside. He fell to the floor panting. Then with another thunk without. "I won't forget this stuff. Give me a minute." I gave him 2. Then he stirred. Got any bugs about? I've got this fast metabolism. I've been getting a lot of exercise." "It'd take a lot of effort catching them," I said. "They're pretty fast." "How about some fruit?" "Fruit's good, too." There's a bowl in the kitchen. He was too tired to fly to it, though, and I was afraid he was too fragile to pick up in my mouth. So I let him cling to my fur. As I walked downstairs, he repeated, "Wigged out! Wigged out!" "Tell me about it," I said as he feasted on a plum and 2 grapes. "Vicar Roberts has been concerned that there's something unnatural in the neighborhood." How strange. I wonder what might have led him to that belief. "The bodies with no blood left in them, the problems with anemia, people who have vivid dreams involving bats, things like that." I'd seen Vicar Roberts many times in my ramblings. A fat little man, dumb-drayed, wearing old-fashioned, square-lensed, gold-framed spectacles. I'd been told he often grew very red of complexion at the high points of his sermons, sputtering little droplets of spit about, and that he was sometimes given to fits of twitching, followed by unconsciousness and strange transports. It's understandable in someone of a hysterical personality type. "I suppose so. At any rate, he recently took to running about the parish at night, armed with a crossbow and a quiver of bolts, flying stakes, he calls them. I hear your door. I'll bet that's him. Hide me." "No need," I said. "The master will not let an obvious madman armed with a dangerous weapon come and search the house. This is a place of peace and refinement." The door was open, and I heard them speak quietly. The vicar's voice was raised. Jack, being a gentleman, responded in his usual soft, courteous tone. The vicar began to shout about creatures of the night and unholy practices and living blasphemies, things like that. "You gave it sanctuary," I heard him cry. "I'm coming after it. I've got a mortal warrant, I bloody well do." "You're not coming after it," Jack responded. Then I heard the sounds of a scuffle. "Excuse me, Needle." "Of course, Snuff." I ran into the front hallway, but Jack had already closed and bolted the door. He smiled when he saw me. There came a pounding from behind him. "It's all right, Snuff. I'm not about to set the dogs on the poor fellow." Where is your friend, anyhow? I glanced at the kitchen. He walked that way, preceding me by several paces. When I entered, he was already feeding a grape to Needle. "Creature of the night," he said. "Living blasphemy. You're safe here. You can even have a peach if you like." He strolled off, whistling. The pounding on the front door continued for another minute or so, then stopped. What's to be done about that man, you think? Stay out of his way, I guess. Easy to say. He took a shot at Nightwind yesterday. A couple of Cheeto recently. Why? They're not into this sanguinary stuff. No, but he claims to have had a vision concerning a society of wretched individuals and their familiars preparing for some big psychic event which will place them at odds with each other and threaten the safety of humanity. Huh. Wonder what busybody sent him that vision. Hard to guess. But he could be shooting at you or Jack tomorrow. Perhaps the parishioners will. We only need about 2.5 weeks more. I doubt they'll wait. In fact, I think he's enlisted some of the parishioners in the cause of his vision. He wasn't the only one out there with a crossbow tonight. Then I think we're going to have to investigate and identify those people. Find out where they live. Keep an eye open in their direction. I use echolocation myself, but I get the idea. Nightwind and Cheater obviously already know. I'll tell Greymouth if you'll tell Quicklime and Bubbo. What about the Talbot fellow? So far as I can tell, Larry Talbot doesn't have a non-vegetable companion. He can take care of himself, I think. All right. We should all agree to spread the word on who they are, where they live. And look, it's not going to matter to someone like that what your persuasion is. I agree. Later, I checked around outside. There were no crossbow persons in the vicinity. So I opened up the window again and let Needle out. The vicar's quarrel stuck in the siding over our heads.